In 2025, our world is witnessing rapid demographic shifts. Many individuals are exploring new faiths in search of peace and inspiration. While Islam continues to be one of the fastest-growing religions globally, it's intriguing to note that Catholic Christianity is also experiencing significant growth. In today's video, we'll explore 10 countries where Catholicism is rapidly growing. We'll delve into the factors motivating people to embrace this faith. Stay tuned, as some countries on our list may surprise you. But before we dive in, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support makes our efforts worthwhile. Let's begin with number 10. Country number 10, India. India is a land of vibrant cultures, diverse religions, and historical landmarks like the Taj Mahal. With over 1.4 billion people, India is the second most populous country in the world. Among them, Christians form about 2.3% of the population, which is around 28 million people. Of these, an estimated 20 million are Catholic Christians, making up approximately 1.4% of the total population. Most Catholics in India are concentrated in states like Kerala, Goa, and the northeastern regions, such as Nagaland and Mizoram. Kerala, in particular, is known as the cradle of Indian Christianity, where Catholicism has deep historical roots. The history of Catholicism in India dates back to the arrival of Portuguese missionaries in the 15th century. St. Thomas, one of Jesus' apostles, is also believed to have brought Christianity to Kerala as early as the 1st century. Over the years, Catholicism grew through missionary efforts, schools, and charitable works. In recent decades, Catholicism in India has seen growth due to its social welfare initiatives, such as education and healthcare, which attract people from diverse backgrounds. The rise of charismatic Catholic movements and vibrant community activities also contribute to this growth. India is home to over 20,000 Catholic churches, and new ones are being built in various regions. These churches are often centers of community development, fostering a sense of belonging among believers. However, challenges persist, including religious tensions, occasional restrictions on evangelization, and societal prejudices. Despite these, the Catholic community remains resilient and hopeful for continued growth, with an emphasis on peace and unity. Country number 9, Kenya. Kenya is a beautiful country known for its wildlife safaris, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture. With a population of about 54 million, Christians make up roughly 85% of the total, and Catholic Christians account for approximately 33%, or 18 million people. Catholics in Kenya are primarily found in regions like Nairobi, Kisumu, and Mombasa, with rural dioceses also showing significant numbers. Catholicism in Kenya began with missionary efforts in the late 19th century, particularly by European missionaries. Over time, the church established schools, hospitals, and community centers, embedding itself deeply in Kenyan society. The growth of Catholicism in Kenya can be attributed to its focus on education and healthcare. Catholic schools and hospitals are highly regarded, and their accessibility attracts people to the faith. Additionally, the church's emphasis on community development and moral values resonates with many. Kenya boasts more than 8,000 Catholic churches, many of which are hubs of social and spiritual life. The establishment of new churches in underserved areas has further expanded Catholicism's reach. However, the Catholic community faces challenges such as poverty, regional conflicts, and the rise of secularism. Nevertheless, the church remains optimistic, focusing on youth engagement and interfaith dialogue for future growth. Country number 8, Tanzania. Tanzania, famous for Mount Kilimanjaro and the Serengeti National Park, is a nation rich in natural beauty and cultural diversity. The country has a population of around 65 million, with Christians making up approximately 61% and Catholic Christians accounting for about 28%, or 18 million people. Most Catholics in Tanzania are located in regions like Dar es Salaam, Mwanza, and the Kilimanjaro area. Rural dioceses also have thriving Catholic communities. The roots of Catholicism in Tanzania go back to the 19th century when European missionaries, particularly from Germany and Italy, introduced the faith. Catholic missions became instrumental in education, healthcare, and social services, contributing significantly to the country's development. Catholicism continues to grow in Tanzania due to its emphasis on education, healthcare, and community service. The church operates many schools and hospitals, providing essential services to underserved communities. Its inclusive approach and moral teachings also attract new followers. Tanzania has over 7,000 Catholic churches, many of which are well-maintained and serve as focal points for worship and social activities. New churches are being built in growing urban and rural areas. Despite its successes, the Catholic Church in Tanzania faces challenges such as poverty, limited resources, and competition from other religious groups. Nonetheless, the future looks promising, with ongoing efforts to nurture faith and support community development. Wait for the next countries on our list because it gets even more interesting and the numbers will shock you. Country number 7, South Korea. South Korea, a nation known for its technological advancements and rich traditions, is also experiencing a quiet spiritual transformation. With a population of around 52 million, about 29% identify as Christians, and Catholic Christians make up 11%, or roughly 5.7 million people. Most Catholics in South Korea are concentrated in urban areas like Seoul, Busan, and Incheon. These cities are not just economic hubs, but also places where faith thrives in vibrant communities. Catholicism in South Korea has a fascinating history. Unlike many other countries, it wasn't introduced through missionaries, but by Korean scholars in the late 18th century who studied Catholic texts from China. This unique start gave Catholicism a strong intellectual foundation in the country. One of the driving factors behind the growth of Catholicism in South Korea is its alignment with education and social justice. The Catholic Church played a significant role in advocating for democracy during the 1980s and continues to support marginalized groups. The younger generation, drawn to the values of equality and community, has shown a growing interest in Catholicism. With over 1,700 churches nationwide, South Korea is seeing the construction of new places of worship to accommodate the increasing number of believers. The Cathedral of Myeongdong in Seoul is a testament to the beauty and resilience of faith in this modern society. Still, Catholics in South Korea face challenges like secularism and intense societal pressure, but their determination and pride in their faith remain inspiring. If you ever visit South Korea, you'll feel the warmth and dedication of its Catholic community. Country number 6, Uganda. Uganda, known as the Pearl of Africa, is famous for its stunning landscapes and welcoming people. With a population of about 48 million, over 80% are Christians, and Catholics form approximately 39%, which is around 18.7 million people. Catholic communities in Uganda are vibrant and widespread, with many believers living in regions like Kampala, Gulu, and Mbarara. Rural areas also have a strong Catholic presence, showcasing the faith's deep roots in everyday life. The Catholic Church in Uganda has a poignant history marked by the bravery of the Uganda martyrs, who were canonized in 1964. This legacy of courage and sacrifice inspires many to embrace the faith. What drives Catholicism's growth in Uganda is its focus on education and health. The church runs numerous schools and hospitals, making a tangible difference in people's lives. The compassionate outreach programs, particularly in rural areas, reflect the core values of the faith. Uganda has more than 4,000 Catholic churches, with new ones being established to serve growing communities. Celebrations like the Feast of the Uganda Martyrs are events of national pride, uniting people in faith. Despite challenges like poverty and limited resources, the Catholic Church in Uganda stands strong, offering hope and unity to millions. It's truly inspiring to see faith transform lives in this beautiful country. Country number 5, Brazil. Brazil, the land of samba and football, is also home to one of the largest Catholic populations in the world. With a population of over 217 million, about 123 million are Catholic Christians, making up approximately 57% of the population. Catholics in Brazil are found in every corner of the country, from bustling cities like Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro to remote villages in the Amazon. The roots of Catholicism in Brazil date back to Portuguese colonization in the 16th century. Over time, the church became a central part of Brazilian culture, influencing everything from festivals to social norms. What keeps Catholicism thriving in Brazil is its adaptability and inclusiveness. The church often blends local traditions with religious practices, making faith feel personal and relatable. Community-driven initiatives, like helping the poor and marginalized, also inspire people to embrace the faith. With over 275,000 churches, Brazil has an extraordinary number of places for worship and spiritual growth. The Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio stands as a symbol of faith and hope, drawing millions of visitors annually. While challenges like urbanization and secularism exist, the Catholic community in Brazil continues to grow, fueled by a deep sense of pride and purpose. It's a faith that unites people across diverse backgrounds, making Brazil truly special. Country number 4, Mexico. Mexico, known for its colorful culture and delicious cuisine, is also a stronghold for Catholicism. With a population of around 129 million, about 98 million identify as Catholic Christians, making up an impressive 76% of the population. Catholics in Mexico are concentrated in cities like Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey, but their presence is felt across the country, including rural areas. The Catholic faith in Mexico has a profound history, introduced by Spanish missionaries in the 16th century. The story of Our Lady of Guadalupe, considered a miraculous event, remains a cornerstone of Mexican Catholicism and attracts millions of pilgrims each year. The growth of Catholicism in Mexico is fueled by its cultural integration. From celebrations like Dia de los Muertos to vibrant community gatherings, faith is woven into everyday life. Programs addressing poverty and inequality also reinforce the church's relevance. Mexico is home to more than 19,000 Catholic churches, each a testament to the country's enduring faith. The Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City is one of the most visited Catholic pilgrimage sites in the world. While challenges like social issues and modernization exist, the Catholic Church in Mexico remains a symbol of hope and resilience. It's a faith deeply rooted in the heart of the nation, inspiring millions to live with compassion and purpose. Country number 3, Philippines. The Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, is a nation deeply rooted in faith and tradition. With a population of about 114 million, over 86% identify as Christians, and approximately 79%, or 90 million people, are Catholic Christians. Catholicism in the Philippines is the result of over 3 centuries of Spanish colonization, which introduced the faith in the 16th century. Today, Catholic influence can be seen everywhere, from the stunning churches to the vibrant religious festivals like Sinulog and Ation. Most Catholics in the Philippines are concentrated in urban centers such as Manila, Cebu, and Davao, but faith is just as strong in rural villages. The church plays a pivotal role in education and healthcare, running schools and hospitals across the nation. The growth of Catholicism in the Philippines is deeply tied to its cultural significance. Families pass down their faith through generations, and Sunday Massachusetts is a cherished tradition. The number of churches is remarkable, with more than 2,000 parishes and an increasing number of chapels to accommodate the devout. However, the community faces challenges like poverty and the need for modernization. Yet, the resilience of Filipino Catholics is truly inspiring. Their devotion is not just an identity but a way of life, making the Philippines a beacon of Catholic pride in Asia. Country number 2, Democratic Republic of Congo. The Democratic Republic of Congo, a land of vast natural resources and breathtaking landscapes, is also a nation where Catholicism is flourishing. With a population of approximately 102 million, over 50% identify as Christians, and Catholics make up around 35%, or 35 million people. Most Catholic communities are concentrated in cities like Kinshasa, Lubumbashi, and Kisangani, but the faith has also deeply penetrated rural areas, where it serves as a source of hope and unity. The history of Catholicism in Congo began with Portuguese missionaries in the 15th century. The faith took root during the colonial era and has since become a cornerstone of Congolese culture. One reason for Catholicism's growth in Congo is the church's active role in education and healthcare. It runs numerous schools and clinics, especially in regions where government services are limited. This social impact makes the church a vital part of the community. Congo is home to over 8,000 Catholic churches, each a testament to the faith's enduring strength. From grand cathedrals to humble chapels, these places of worship symbolize resilience and hope. Despite challenges like political instability and poverty, the Catholic community in Congo stands strong, offering spiritual and practical support to millions. Finally, top on our list, we have number 1, Nigeria. Nigeria, the most populous country in Africa, is a land of contrasts and faith. With a population of around 223 million, over 46% identify as Christians, and Catholics account for roughly 25%, or about 56 million people. Catholics in Nigeria are primarily located in the southern regions, in states like Lagos, Anambra, and Imo. These areas are known for their vibrant churches and faith-driven communities. Catholicism in Nigeria dates back to the Portuguese missionaries of the 15th century, but it gained significant momentum during British colonization. Today, the faith is a vital part of Nigerian culture, influencing music, festivals, and even politics. The growth of Catholicism in Nigeria can be attributed to its emphasis on community and education. The church operates numerous schools, hospitals, and charities, improving the lives of millions. With more than 10,000 churches, Nigeria's Catholic community is expanding rapidly, supported by the passionate faith of its people. While the Catholic Church in Nigeria faces challenges like religious tensions and economic disparities, its resilience and unity are truly inspiring. It stands as a symbol of hope, bringing people together in faith and purpose. As we wrap up this journey through nations where Catholicism thrives, it's amazing to see how faith transforms lives and unites people across cultures. But have you ever wondered what's happening in countries where you'd least expect it? In my next video, we'll explore 10 Muslim countries where people are converting to Christianity. This is a story of courage, change, and diversity that will leave you in awe. It's a deeper look into faith's surprising reach, breaking boundaries in ways you might not imagine. So if you're ready to uncover these incredible stories, click on the video now and join me on another fascinating journey.